Geography lessons. Today we're looking at global biomes and climate. In this lesson, we'll cover what a biome is and why they differ, the global distribution of major biomes, the role of climate for temperature and precipitation, and how to interpret and describe climate graphs for key biomes. A biome is a large-scale ecosystem, a region of the world with a distinct climate, vegetation, and wildlife. Biomes are mainly determined by temperature and rainfall, which are controlled by latitude, altitude, and global circulation patterns. This is really important to learn because nearly every question on the biosphere starts with this link between climate and biome distribution. There are 8 major global biomes that you need to know: the tropical rainforest, the tropical grassland or savanna, the desert, temperate grassland, temperate forest, taiga or the boreal forest, tundra, and polar. The tropical rainforest is near the equator at 0 to 15 degrees latitude. It's hot and wet all year, found in the Amazon basin, Central Africa, and Southeast Asia. The tropical grassland or savanna is between 15 to 30 degrees latitude. It's distinct wet and dry seasons, found in Central Africa and parts of Brazil. The desert is around 30 degrees north and south of the equator, where dry, sinking air causes high pressure and low rainfall. Examples are the Sahara, Arabian, and Australian deserts. The temperate grassland are mid-altitudes, for example, North America, the prairies, the Central Asia or steppes, which has moderate rainfall, hot summers, and cold winters. The temperate forest is between 40 to 60 degrees latitude, found in Europe and eastern United States. The deciduous trees, moderate temperatures, and rainfall. The taiga or the boreal forest is around 60 degrees latitude across Canada, Northern Europe, and Russia. It has cold winters, coniferous trees. The tundra is near the Arctic Circle. It is very cold, little rainfall, permafrost soil, and low vegetation. And polar, around the poles, ice covered, almost no vegetation or soil. As shown here, a world map of biome distribution would show these as horizontal bands across the globe. The global pattern of biomes link directly to climate zones, which are created by the global atmospheric circulation system. At the equator, rising air creates low pressure, which will lead to clouds, then high rainfall, leading to rainforests. At around 30 degrees north and south, sinking air creates high pressure, which will lead to dry, clear skies, making deserts. And at higher latitudes, cooler air and less solar energy create temperate forests and taiga. Altitude also affects biomass. The higher you go, the colder it gets, so vegetation changes with height. As shown here, a diagram of the global circulation cells like Hadley, Ferrel, or polar help show how air movement shapes biome locations. Exam questions often include climate graphs, so you must be able to read and describe them accurately. Here's what to look for: temperature lines on the left-hand axis and rainfall bars on the right-hand axis. Look for patterns across months. Is rainfall even or seasonal? Is temperature constant or variable? For example, in a tropical rainforest, it's hot all year, around 26 to 28 degrees. Rainfall is high every month, just higher than 2,000 millimeters per year. For deserts, they are very hot in the summer, about 35 to 40 degrees. Low rainfall all year, just under 250 millimeters. The temperate forests have mild summers, just about 20 degrees. Cold winters, just about 5 degrees, and rainfall fairly even. And taiga is cold almost of the year, short mild summers, low rainfall, just about 400 millimeters. As shown here, the rainforest climate graph has high, steady temperatures and constantly tall rainfall bars, a pattern worth memorizing. Understanding biome distribution helps explain where people live and how they use the land, how ecosystems support life and resources, and why some areas are more vulnerable to climate change or deforestation. So to recap, a biome is a global ecosystem determined by temperature and rainfall. There are 8 major biomes distributed mainly by latitude and climate zones. Global circulation explains why some areas are hot and wet, others hot and dry. Climate graphs show the pattern of temperature and rainfall that define each biome. Now that you've learned about global biomes and climate, you can explain where each biome is found, describe its climate, and interpret climate graphs in an exam. Try sketching a world map and labeling the main biomes. It's an excellent way to remember their distribution.